Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back. It's Paula with Paula's Imperfect Plans, and I'm here for another video. Today we are closing out our paycheck budget from March 21st as we prepare for April 4th, or today's paycheck, I guess, when you're seeing this. So let's jump in. I have several all right, well, we'll just start. My paycheck was actually $1206.34, and my husband's was $1554.44. And then there's only two lines left here, so I'm going to put plasma on one. So I had a full week of plasma at 120, and then the next week I could only go once. Whoops. Because they said so. So that was 120 plus 40. So that's 160 total in plasma. And then the two categories that we have left. So our high yield interest was $34.56. And our roundups from when I put cash in was $3.33. So I'm going to put roundups plus interest. Okay, and that amount was $37.89. So that makes our total inflow plus 160 plus 1554.44 plus 1206.34 means that we are working with $2,958.67 of total inflow. We come down to our fixed expenses. The donation amount was $59.61. I ended up canceling some of the things that I did there. So it's it was like $9.61 and anyway. Minimum payment for our HELOC was $239.12. I did put $195 on the balance transfer card. The second half of our internet was $26.61. Our cell phone bill was $96.08. Life insurance was $31 as budgeted. I put $100 away for home and auto insurance, $35 towards registration, $8 for workout, $10 for Mint Mobile, and then the school lunch was $96. So if we add those up, that means that this category of our fixed expenses was $1096.42. If I subtract that from the $2958.67 that we started with, after our fixed expenses are paid, that leaves us with $1862.25 to budget. So I'm going to carry that down to our variable expenses. And we had a good amount of our variable cash and such that got to be rolled over or moved to other categories. All right, so let's look at it. For groceries, we spent $191 on groceries. In dining out, we spent $97 of our $100. Allowance, we did spend our $120. I think part of my allowance, I donated to something, but I didn't keep track of that. I just called it allowance. Beauty ended up getting $0. That went up to donations. I donated that to a cause. $40 in drinks. Donuts was $12. Car wash was $0. Amazon subscriptions was $97.66, just like we budgeted. I didn't put any towards gas with this paycheck. And then I had just a miscellaneous medical expense of $11.51. I think that was a prescription. Yeah. Okay. So fixed or variable expenses. Variable expenses, $569.17. If we subtract that from $1,862.25 that we started this category with, we now have $1,293.08 to carry up to our sinking fund category. 129308. For sinking funds, we did put $75 in our emergency fund with the Save 2025 and 2025. For vacation, let's look at it. Okay, so we did the original 75 that we budgeted, and then so I have digital rollover, which is from this being so much less, school lunches. And then I had cash rollover from groceries. So $61 so my original 75 for vacation, $61 from groceries, and $53 from the school lunches means that I put $189 towards vacation. The reason that I did that, so I put 75 in the sinking fund, and then the other 114 was I decided, so I'm going somewhere with my daughter over spring break, and I decided kind of last minute, I wasn't originally planning on it, but we are going to stay in a hotel like next to the airport the day that we go down, because our flight leaves at 5:30 in the morning. And as much as I would just get up at midnight after a couple hours of sleep and go, I didn't feel like that was very conducive for her. It's her first time flying. She's 6 and I've just never done that before. So I opted to get a hotel. So that was $114 that it didn't go into the sinking fund. I cash flowed it, but I'm counting it in vacation because like all of that is going to that goal. Okay, so propane is 0. Christmas, we put $40 towards our Christmas savings challenges, and we put $60 in our vehicles, pets, home binder. $50 in the kids online sinking fund, $160 towards summer daycare. Toward medical, we put $140 into medical. Home and tattoo got nothing. Our minis ended up getting $215, so some extra something somewhere went to that. Holiday binder did get 12, and we finished our emergency fund binder. So we're just kind of trying to figure out these categories. So in our sinking funds, $941. And if we subtract that from $1,293.08, we are left with $352.08 as we come down to extra debt. So, extra debt. So it's not even, I don't even know it was our binder. It was just extra debt. Let's see. We had budgeted 118. By the time we got everything like done with the other bills coming out, our original amount was $126.52, and then $120 from the first week of plasma. Our high yield interest went towards debt this time. $40 for the next plasma payment, and then $31, which I believe was the rest of groceries, leads us to $352.08 going towards extra debt. $352.08. It didn't even go into, I've been using prop cash on the binder and just putting it right on the HELOC. So that brings us to a zero-based budget for our paycheck. And so this prepares us quite well to move into our next paycheck. So exciting stuff. I love closing out a budget and feeling like we accomplished things. $941 into sinking funds, $352 into extra debt. Our fixed expenses were less and our variable expenses were less by quite a bit. That's always a good feeling. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And see you next time. Bye.